everyone, today I'm here to react to episode 6 of Wolfpack, and I feel like because I was behind on a couple episodes, I didn't fully realize the idea that we're in the back half of the episodes now, and I feel like it has been going by really fast, but it's also impressed me that I feel like I didn't love the first episode. Like, I liked it, but it's just really cool to see a show that seems to build upon each episode and get better and better. Last episode, let me tell you, was that ending, the twist at the end. I did not see that coming at all. Like, I even said in the beginning of the reaction, I was like, I don't really like Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, but I think that's just because she's like the antagonistic one of she's against, she wants to figure out what happened with the fire, and that puts her in the crosshairs with the teens, and I don't like it, but I get it. And it turns out no, she had other antagonistic plans on her hands, and I am just so shocked. The theory that I've seen people talk about that I definitely agree with is Ramsey's son might be this mysterious guy that we've seen hopping about in the party on the last episode, and that guy might also be the brother of Harlan and Luna, so then that would make Ramsey all their moms, I guess, now that I'm really thinking this through, because genetics. But that would make Ramsey all of their mothers, which would be interesting. And then their dad is the wolf out there killing people, maybe? I don't know. I just feel like there's definitely multiple wolves on this, and Ramsey is probably a werewolf. Those are my thoughts right now. So yeah, let's check out what happened. I cannot wait to see, because my gosh, yeah, like I said, that last episode, jaw dropped in a way it has not in a while, I'm gonna be honest. It's interesting how they're all acting like they didn't see that giant paw come out of the thing. Like, I don't understand why they are being like, yeah, nothing's out there. I don't see it. Where is it? It's too dark. But everyone just reacted. Let me see, let me see. All right, brightness up. Oh, it's so big, I just saw it. I'm just gonna leave the brightness up for the rest of the episode. I think that'll serve us well. Okay, everyone saw that, right? That's not a possum, Penelope. That is too big. Like, everyone saw the paw come out of the pool, right? Am I misremembering this? Does everyone have memento disease where they don't remember what just happened? There's the kid again. Why is Everett the only one that can see him? Also, is it a requirement on the show? You don't have to act good, but you have to have abs. Oh, that's not good. How come no one else sees him? That's what I'm so curious about. Is Everett just talking to a wall right now? You don't think he's a ghost, do you? I feel like that would be so out there to have two supernatural things, but I just don't understand why no one else seems to be able to see him. Is anyone gonna call the cops? Because I feel like crouching on the floor in the dark is not a long-term plan. You know what I mean? It's are we gonna do something? Are we gonna go farther in the house? Are we gonna find weapons? This is just not productive. So intense about it. This is very Twilight. Say it. Vampire. That's what it feels like. What? The way he built that up, if I'm them, I'd be like, oh, it's a bear? Yeah, that's scary, but you made it seem like it has some kind of targetness to it. Well, I mean, you just started to try and attack Everett for nothing, so I feel like you're not helping your case. He needs to chill. I'm sorry. I get that you're right technically, and that sucks, but there's a way to handle it, and this is not the way, okay? Go prove that it's out there. Well, I don't know how you would actually do that without getting killed yourself, but, get some pictures. It is also astounding to me. I guess it's the horror movie logic, right? Of only people in this situation could react like this situation, but just the fact that they all saw clearly a giant wolf and are now going oh yeah, it's totally a bear. That's, yeah, I believe you. Then what did you see? I don't understand how they clearly saw something, all of them. Maybe if they were split up and some of them didn't see it, but everyone ran inside and everyone saw something, so. That's cute. I feel like he is gonna get killed now, and then I'm gonna be very upset because in this Harlan love triangle that's going on, he is the guy that I like more, and I feel like he's probably gonna get killed. But, also, in a way, isn't the guy who, won't believe that there's actually something out there the one that deserves it, right? Do you think, I'm sure he means, I didn't, tell them because I didn't, like, I wanted to protect us, but wouldn't it be cool if he was like, I couldn't? Like, you're, like, physically incapable of speaking about werewolves. I feel like there's been some shows like that before or something. Maybe it's more with fairies about, like, where you can't actually, like, say the thing, and, like, it's this curse that's on you, and I feel like that would have been cool if he would have, like, tried to say it. But I feel like it's also a good way to, like, show their connection between the four of them and how strong it's growing, that it's like, yes, it's his secret now, too, like Luna said, but at the end of the day, he's really more protecting Harlan and Luna than anyone else because it's been their secret for longer. Okay. There's something very Jughead Jones, I'm a weirdo. Have you ever seen me without this hat to it? Like, that's why you don't have a phone, girl? Like, that would have come out any other way. Like, that is such an odd reason that she's like, that's why I don't have a phone. Not like your mom cheating, your dad not respecting your mom's boundaries, like, nothing else. She's just like, no, it was the phone's fault. And all phones must suffer. Oh my gosh, Cyrus is gonna get killed and I'm gonna be so sad because I'm gonna have to see Harlan end up with that guy that I don't like and that I find super annoying, and it's just like not what I wanted on my Friday, okay? If I'm being honest. They don't? I didn't realize that. He said like a normal word and he's like, what? Like, you gotta learn to react better to things. Don't say that. That's like the worst thing you could possibly say. You're gonna get eaten, sir. Also, I never got that vibe that they didn't like him. That's weird. Like, if anyone should be having that conversation, it's Luna with the guy that she likes. Uh, where did she come from? And how long has she been watching that interaction? She's not gonna shoot the werewolf. She's working with the werewolf. I'm not stupid. She might have tricked me once, but she's not gonna trick me. I mean, she is kind of badass. You know what I mean? Like, Sarah Michelle Gellar, I know we call her Mother, and, like, in this scene, she is Mother. Like, look how badass she looks. How? How? Is she a werewolf? I feel like she might be a werewolf, right? Or at least, like, in love with a werewolf. Like, she fell in love with a werewolf, maybe. Can werewolves mate with non-werewolves? Is that a thing? Because I just feel like the way she's like, I can help you. I've been through this before. It makes me think like, that's not good. Oh yes, that's such a smart question. I kind of forgot about that. Get it out of the way right now. I mean, I think it's a fair question. It's kind of a weird thing. What? Yeah, that's a little, I guess. I mean, it does make sense. It's just not what I was expecting. This is connected to his dad, so someone's probably framing him too, right? Even though I still don't really get the evidence that they have on this guy other than he has a lighter and his dad is a firefighter. Like, okay, connect the dots on that one for me. I'm sorry. Why are you going out to swim? The woman just told you there's a bear out there, and like, people have been missing. Your friends have been missing. You saw the claw. I know you want to think it's a possum, but you saw the claw. Why are you swimming? This is probably the most like OG horror movie setting though, like, that I felt so far. Just like the pretty girl swimming in a pool alone at night after being warned not to go outdoors. Like, oh, you know, it kind of sucks because I was just starting to really like her character too. Like, that moment she had with Blake was a really nice connection. I was like, oh, you're not a complete a-hole. You're just, you know, hurt. Oh my gosh, she's gonna get killed. Why? I'm just starting to... There's so many other characters I don't like that you could have killed instead. I'd even take Tia at this point, as mean as that is to say. Is that it? Oh my gosh, I just saw it. I thought it was a... Did you see that? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I thought that was a statue, and then I like zoomed... There it is. Look at it. Oh my gosh, that's creepy. No! I'm pissed. It should have been you. I just whispered down into his ear, it should have been you. Which is so funny because 2 episodes ago I wouldn't have cared if she was killed, honestly. Wait, that's literally horrifying. That might be the most horrifying thing on this show has shown so far. This guy's gonna have a mental breakdown, okay? Like, all the stuff he's been through. Oh my gosh. This is like the most horror I felt since the whole thing with Connor happened. That is awful. I gotta know she's just like, this is what I mean. If this werewolf kills one person a night, they're gonna run out of people in this town very quickly. And it doesn't even make sense now, oh, it takes people who are a threat, because her and Blake made up. Like, I guess maybe her and Harlan don't get along because Harlan cheated with her boyfriend, but, like, that still doesn't mean that, like, I don't get, it doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm just gonna say, from the bottom of my heart, Luna and Blake's outfits, chef's kiss in this scene. Look at those, the power pony and the pose, like, I love it, girl. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I mean, this is the most teenager thing, right? Like, they're in a dire situation, but it's almost just like, I like how they're just like, nope, you're gonna tell us the answer. Thank you. He's like, oh, okay, you know the magic word. I also love how her hair, did you notice Luna's is suddenly magically down, which I'd be like, oh yeah, that's realistic that, you know, like, you might have your hair up and then put it down. Normally you only ever see them wearing it one way, but her hair was like so beautifully down. It was like, that was not in a ponytail beforehand. I'm so curious how much like he knows about the Sarah Michelle Gellar's character because I feel like he doesn't trust her, but it's like obviously he's keeping these secrets from her, so it's kind of like I'm not gonna trust her. But I feel like there's more to a point of it now where like it's not like oh I just think like you're on an opposing side of it. I'm like you're just trying to find the truth and I'm hiding something. I think he's starting to get a heads up that like something's not, the vibes are a little off with her, right? Like something's off about how like she clearly saw a wolf and was like, oh no, it was a bear. Just the way she's playing it, I think he's starting to smarten up, but I am excited to see like the full moment of the realization because I hope he catches her or onto her before she can like really do something. Well, now that's interesting because the wolf that we've been seeing is black, but the wolf that Harlan did see as like a little kid was gray, which is why I was like, how is it the same wolf? They look completely different. Aside from the buffness, like they're different coloring. What? What? Could you imagine thinking you finally took down this wolf and then it turns into a bigger wolf? So fire transforms it. So we gotta keep all four of them out of any sort of fire situations. So that's why they set the fire, whoever said it. It wasn't to drive the wolf out, it was to turn the wolf into a werewolf. There is two of them. I called this. I said this like ages ago that there were multiple wolves. Oh my gosh. It feels so great when you like feel like one of your theories is actually coming true. Oh, the mother. So that could definitely be Ramsay, right? If there's two parent wolves. Also, I looked it up because I do my research and it says that wolves typically have 3 to 10 cubs, with 3 and 4 being the average. So it's not out of the question that Harlan and Luna have not only one sibling, but maybe two out there. Yikes. Oh, so I was hoping that maybe Cyrus's dad was alive and he was the voice on the phone, but it doesn't sound like it. Maybe this guy's the voice on the phone though, even though he seemed like he didn't want any help, you know? So, like, any help whatsoever. So maybe someone else got it out. He didn't actually see them get killed. Someone could have made it. Yeah, and the question is like, why would you want that? Because all it's done is come and killed people. Bro, you think so? Honey, you got a big storm coming. Her hands aren't clean in any of this. Oh no, are they all gonna be snarling at him because Harlan's mad? So like they're all mad on his behalf. Oh my gosh, that is scary. It's 4 on 1. And like I said, we gotta keep them far away from fire because what if the arsonist wants them to turn to werewolves, right? I would assume that that's the end goal. So they're gonna definitely get stuck in a fire and something. Oh, it's kind of cool. It's like it wakes up the human side of it. But again, is this person who's like giving them all this information wanting to turn them into wolves and turn off their humanity in a sense, you know? It's your brother, I bet he's gonna say. Or your mother, maybe. It would be cool if this whole time, it is him! I was gonna say this would be cool though the whole time if we're all like, oh, buff dad wolf, or at least that's what I say, and then it turns out to be buff mom wolf. What? I'd lose it. And that means that he might have, oh, maybe he just got turned into a werewolf then, right? Or maybe he's been stuck as a wolf, now a werewolf, kind of, who's transitioning between human and werewolf. Bear. How do you know that? Does he go to your school? Maybe it's like a mind link thing. Now, did you know they had a third one? I'm assuming not, because like I think he would have taken them all, but that's also interesting that those two were together. And then, like, he's the exact same age as them, so they're triplets. They've got to be triplets. It's not like they had, like, an older or younger brother or something like that. I have to say, first of all, okay, let me get this out of the way. First of all, Harlan, Luna, and Baron, sick names for triplets. Like, I'm gonna level with you. That's awesome. Secondly, though, that would make sense if Ramsay is like, well, part of me is like, okay, so Ramsay's like protecting the kid, right? Because it's her kid. But then I feel like when she was like, I will protect myself if I have to, if you come near me or whatever, like, I don't think she'd do that to her son, but maybe if it's her only choice, like she would knew how to do it without like actually hurting him or something like that. And it also would make sense why this werewolf is kind of sloppy, right? Because it's like the kills aren't clean. It's like very obvious what's happening. So if it's a new werewolf or someone that's like struggling with that, it would make sense. And then it would also make sense why like she's more inclined to help it. But I don't really think the other wolf is dead. Like I know that guy said like, oh, the ridge collapsed and it died, but then he made it seem like the guy mate was the one that came back to protect it, but I thought it was like the mother, and then that would be Ramsay who got turned back into a human and has like been like not a human, and then it would also make sense since she said her son died in a fire. Like my head is racing now. Like I have so many thoughts and theories and I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm so excited to see it. So yeah, if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!